Good evening, one and all. Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2025, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 77 years of independence. And United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030, Viksit Bharat at 2047, in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing as part of awareness and campaigns. So before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations. Today, is known as commemorated and celebrated as Left-Handers Day. Wonder what it is like to see a world from a left-handed point of view. On International Left-Handers Day, August 13th, you get to explore what world for a day. Did you know Presidents Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama were all left-handed? Rock out with Paul McCartney or Jimi Hendrix, the world's greatest left-handed guitarist. Steve Ray Vaughan, born right-handed, learned to play left-handed guitar like his hero, Hendrix. There's also Oprah Winfrey, Julia Roberts, and Lady Gaga, left-handers all. In baseball, there were the legendary Southpaws, Babe Ruth and Sandy Forbes. So International Left-Handers Day celebrates the differences and distinctiveness of left-handed individuals. This day was first celebrated by Dean R. Campbell, founder of Left-Handers International Inc. in 1976. So if you are left-handed, grab your left-handed cup and make a toast to all left-handers everywhere. Left-hand dexterity is celebrated on International Left-Handers Day on August 13th. In a world dominated by right-handers, Left-Handers Day on August 13th celebrates lefties and raises awareness on the issues faced by left-handers in their daily lives. The day was first observed by the founder of Left-Handers International, Dean R. Campbell, in 1976 and has been celebrated every year since. From the 1600s, when left-handed people were thought of being in cahoots with the devil, to present day, they continue to face difficulties and challenges in accomplishing tasks. The Left-Handers Club was founded in 1990 with the mission statement to keep members up to date with developments and to serve as a bridge between the views of left-handers and manufacturers. The club also provides help and assistance to those who require it and they continuously conduct research on left-handedness and new items that can offer lefties increased ease of use. The number of members have been increasing with participants from all over the world since the club formation. As of now, the club is highly regarded and revered as a pressure group representing all left-handers. Continuing the tradition created by Campbell, the Left Handers Club launched International Left Handers Day as part of their organization on August 13, 1992. The aim was to create awareness of the advantages and disadvantages of the left-handedness. This day is now celebrated worldwide with 20 regional events taking place in the UK alone to commemorate the day, including sports, matches, and parties. Some of the greatest people in history are left-handed, like Mother Teresa, Barack Obama, Walt Disney, Bill Gates, Charlie Chaplin, Mark Zuckerberg, and Albert Einstein, to name a few. Bill Gates was born, who goes on to become the world's richest left-handed person in 1955, a legendary lefty. Left-Handers International designates August 13 as International Left-Handers Day in 1976, and left-handed people invent a celebration. Left-Handers Club is underway to increase public awareness of the advantages and disadvantages of being left-handed on August 13, 1992. And Left-Handers Club gets going. Newly inaugurated President Barack Obama signs 3 documents whipping, "I am a lefty, get used to it." The left-handed president on January 20, 2009. Right-handers also take part in the day celebration just as much as left-handed people and try their best to cater to the requirements of lefties. It's the little things like purchasing scissors and kitchen items that are easier for lefties to use and making adjustments to handles and knobs that make life easier and increases convenience for left-handers. Left-handers explain their needs and difficulties they face to peers and educate them on the importance of creating items that serve them better. There are even some left-handed children who are bullied, so people are encouraged to recognize that being a lefty is a normal and natural occurrence. 12% is the percentage of the world that is left-handed. 1860, the year when left-handed people were essentially seen as being in a league with the devil. 0.5% is the percentage of guitarists who play left-handed. 11 times is the higher likelihood for left-handers to suffer from allergies. 94% is the percentage of left-handers with bilateral limb movements. 4 to 5 months is the time it takes for left-handers to reach puberty later than their peers. 23% is the percentage of more men than women who are left-handed. 70% is the percentage of left-handed people who have left brain dominance when it comes to language control. 40% is the percentage of current top tennis players who are left-wing. So why it is so rare to be left-handed? It all comes down to a natural selection, as left-handedness is a heritable trait. The bulk of the studies included in the systematic review reported no differences in IQ scores between left and right-handers. A study featuring a sample of 2,000 cases found that the average age of death of left-handers was about 9 years younger than that of right-handers. Spread the word about this special Lefty Day or connect with any of the many left-handers social groups or your favorite social media sites. Lefties are everywhere. If you are left-handed, walk a right-handed person through a typical activity to make them aware of some of the difficulties faced by left-handed people. Invite all your left-handed friends over and share some stories about what it was like for them to grow in a world made for righties. So throw a party. As listed on the Baseball Reference website, 14 of the top 20 highest career batting averages in Major League Baseball belong to the left-handed hitters. They are the best hitters in baseball. A study published in Yale Researchers in 2013 claimed that the people with psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia are more likely to be left-handed than those with depression, lefties and schizophrenia. The notion of left-handedness as wrong embedded For example, the adjective sinister comes from Latin sinistra or left hand. The notion of left-handedness as wrong is embedded in our language. Left-handed people may experience so-called periodic limb movement disorder, PLMD, meaning that they may kick their arms and legs while asleep. They are restless sleepers. According to the neuroscientists, about 98% of right-handedness handers are left-brained, but so are about 70% of left-handers. So we all use same hemispheres. So educators and physicians used to advocate retraining left-handed children to use their right hands. Some of the methods they use in these retraining methods were cruel, such as tying children's left hand down so that they couldn't move them. It wasn't always cool to be left-handed. Being a lefty can be inconvenient. Those of who are right-handed may not think much about the difficulties faced by left-handed people. But think about it, most things are designed with right-handed people in mind. Everything from school desks to a pair of scissors. Estimates vary, but it's generally accepted that between 7% and 10% of people are naturally left-handed. That's about 760 million people, enough for one heck of a party. There are fewer lefties than righties in the world. Today is also commemorated as Obon Festival in Japan on August 13, which is an annual Japanese ritual observed from 13th to the 15th of 7th lunar month. This year, this day will be celebrated from August 13 to 15. It can also be held from July 13 to 15, depending on the calendar used. Oban is similar to Mexico's Day of the Dead and China's Hungry Ghost Festival. During the 3-day festivities, the Japanese welcome the spirits of dead ancestors and rekindle their connections. Although it's a festival cherishing death, Oban is more fun than creepy. People engage in fun activities, folk dance, and music events. They visit and clean graves of ancestors, light Chochin lanterns, and eat traditional dishes. Oban is a 500-year-old Buddhist custom observed to honor one's ancestors, and it is sometimes referred to as Festival of Souls. It's believed that spirits descend to earth to reunite with their living family, and there's a legend associated with the history of Obo. A Buddhist monk named Moggallana, who could see into the afterlife, prevented his dead mother from going to hell by making offerings to other monks. Having attained redemption on behalf of his mother, Moggallana started dancing in joy and others joined him, forming a big circle. This dance form came to be known as Bon Odore dance. Although Oban has some parallels with Halloween, it doesn't need intent to ward off spirits. Rather, Japanese we seek to welcome the souls of their ancestors by preparing delicacies and performing Bon Odore. Many also visit the tombstones of their family members and polish the surfaces. They donate flowers, candles, incense sticks, and fruits to local temples and altars. On the last day of Oban, one is supposed to see off their ancestors by releasing sky lantern or burning a bonfire. Kyoto organizes the biggest bonfires over the Daimonji mountain. Huge effigies of kanji characters measuring a width of 5.2 feet are lit by Buddhist monks. The Japanese believes that the light from the fire guides the spirits back to the afterlife. If you want to experience it in Japan, the most popular spots to visit are Shikoku, Kyoto, Hokkaido, and Nagasaki. Outside of Japan, Obon is celebrated with great fervor in the US and Brazil. These celebrations occur mostly in homes and Buddhist temples. Today is also commemorated as Royal National Agricultural Show Day in Queensland. In Australia, Dogwood Dogs, Betty Beatty show bags, fireworks display, and a whole day of fun and relaxation. If you are from the Sunshine State, you know what we are talking about. The Royal Agriculture National Show Day, or the ECAI. Every year it takes place on the second or third Wednesday in August at the Brisbane Showgrounds, August 13 in 2025. It's a public holiday in Queensland and the festival lasts 10 whole days. Great food, awesome rides, prize winning animals, crafts, a grand parade and night show with spectacular fireworks. No wonder the happy people of Queensland are so proud of this event. About 4 lakh visitors come to the ECA each August, and some of them are foreign tourists. It was only cancelled twice, and with the good reason. The show was cancelled because of the Spanish flu in 1919 and the World War II in 1942. The first Royal Agriculture National Show was a grand event. Men wore suits and the ladies show off their finest clothes. By the year 2020, half of the world's population will be looking to Australia for its food needs. Shows like One connect farmers to the latest in agricultural innovation. The future depends on this. Around 1.6 million jobs in Australia depend on agriculture, which gives us 1.6 million reasons why agriculture events should be promoted. Even farmers need a day off and they deserve it. But the event is so much fun that besides farmers, people from Queensland and all over world flock to it. So this is a great opportunity for farmers to learn about government's agricultural initiatives and innovations in agriculture science. The event gives people a chance to experience the interesting culture of the region and noting and and nothing binds the community together like good and fun. Today is also commemorated as World Calligraphy Day on August 13th internationally. Annually on second Wednesday of August, this year this will be celebrated on August 30th. This day is designed to remind everyone of the importance of handwriting, unjustly forgotten day due to a large amount of digital and printed information. The day was founded by the Manuscript Print Company. On this day, they wanted to remind us all the handwriting is a skill, an additional opportunity for us to proclaim to the world the uniqueness of each person's experience and that every one of us is special and distinct. In East Asia, the first mention of calligraphy appears in China around 2000 BC. Here it develops as important kind of painting, not just for the sake of beautiful writing. With the invention of paper in China, there was rapid development in writing and calligraphy. The art of beautiful writing is becoming a particular science to which the goals of work and research are devoted. At the same time, the main styles of Chinese writing are being formed. In Europe, the formation of calligraphy was based on Greco-Roman writing. The Etruscan alphabet was the first, but Etruscan writing was incomprehensible even to the Romans. Initially, Only capital letters were used in this alphabet. Later, the Latin alphabet began to develop in modern Italy. The art of calligraphy combines ancient traditions that has developed over thousands of years in different cultures. Today, there are many varieties of this written art. Western European, Asian, Chinese, Japanese, Islamic, etc. The formation of each of them has a huge impact on the development of calligraphy in general. World Calligraphy Day is a great opportunity to remember this history and make calligraphy your passion. The best calligrapher is Murray Peter from the US. In the West, Edward Johnston is considered the father of modern calligraphy. The earliest script to emerge from the Dead Sea writing was early Sephardic, with examples dating between 600 and 1200 AD. The classic Sephardi hand appears between 1100 and 1600 AD. So this is a great opportunity to test your knowledge and demonstrate your calligraphy skills. Bring friends to have fun together. The art of calligraphy requires special tools. After all, it will depend on them what the form of the handwritten text will be. Take your step into modern calligraphy. If you find it difficult on your own, you can always attend art classes, whether it is in college or through online resources. You can also explore the different styles of art and see what interests you the most. Calligraphy has a Greek meaning. It is derived from two Greek words, kalos, which means beauty, and graphen, which means to write. It was not until the 16th century that the word calligraphy was used in the English language. It came into the English language later. The early calligraphers of East Asia used a calligraphy brush whose body was made of bamboo and the hairs came from animals and even human hair. Later, calligraphers of 19th century created the famous tip pen made of wooden handle and metal nib. Advertisers in the 19th century turned to calligraphy and designed typefaces, which later formed the basis for computer fonts to print their advertisements. Calligraphy releases emotions and abilities that are hidden in the depths of the individual, so do not miss the chance to activate the power of your soul. Letters and numbers written by your hand on paper are very different from printed text, and the person's writing can tell you a lot about your character and even preferences. It has been observed that people are gradually losing their writing skills. However, printed text can never be compared to neatly handwritten and beautifully decorated symbols. So take a pen and ink and write your beautiful calligraphy letters. With this, we shall end today's commemorations. Thank you everyone for joining us in today's commemoration. See you all tomorrow at the same time. Before leaving, we request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form that has been raised in the form of polls. So see you all tomorrow at the same time with the same joining link. Take care. Good night.